Welcome back to the hangar in the basement at my house. Just published a video yesterday, and this is a follow up to that video. If you have watched this channel at all, you know that I am absolutely obsessed with not having to hook up individual servos when I put a wing on an airplane. And I'm very happy to say that I have now 15 airplanes, and not a one of them has a servo lead coming off a wing that has to be hooked up one-to-one with a servo lead coming off of a receiver. Everything I have at most demands two servo connections. And hats off to Horizon Hobby. They have, for the most part, really been working on this over the years. You think about the progression of the turbo timber from having to plug in all the wing servos individually to the latest rendition that has just the two servo leads coming off of the wing that you plug in right in the top of the fuselage, the twin timber that has four leads because you've got two for the ESC and two for the wing servos coming out of the wings. So you got four plugs to put in. But there are still models out there where you have to plug in the servos individually. Well, come to think of it, my Crescendo, it only has one lead coming off of each wing, and it has one lead coming off of the receiver. That's one. I don't think you can't get better than just two, one for each wing. One of my models has a wing that doesn't come apart, and you just put the wing on and it connects up through a Y cable to the aileron connections, and that's it. That's all it has. That's the Habu 70. So, but it occurred to me that I have this elegant solution, which looks like this. So here I've got one wing just laying on the table, but there is the one connection for the four wires coming off of that wing. And then on the other side, I have for the right wing, we'd have the red connector coming up through that hole. And notice that wiring, and there's a lot of wires there, but it's incredibly neat. About as good as I think you can make it. But I don't think I told you where you can get these servo leads. I've identified three sources, and those are in the description down below this video. I get nothing, not a penny from these recommended suppliers of mine. But you'll peruse, you find the one that fits best, including especially the lead length, because that can be important. Although generally you don't need big long leads because you're going to have a servo lead set coming off of a wing up into a fuselage. It's going to plug into a plug that hopefully you can mount that plug somewhere in the fuselage, mount the fuselage plug somewhere so that it's a one-handed operation. That became extremely important on my SWS timber. That I only have two hands, and one hand I can handle the servo lead, and the other hand I have to hold the wing steady. So you can plug it in and unplug it one-handed. Can't do that if both of those plugs are loose. You've got to hold them both to plug them together. So in any event, take a look at that, and hopefully if you have a problem like this T28, which has not been a big problem, but I can tell you, plugging in 8 servo leads one at a time when you put this airplane together was just not a lot of fun. So anyway, hope you found this useful. If you did, please like and subscribe. I'd appreciate that. This is a very minor channel on YouTube, and it does not get a lot of attention because I really, I've only got 1,300 subscribers, not 1.3 million. So, and I never expected to have that. So, anyway.